Hello friends, welcome once again to my presentation on research and statistics. Today we are going to be looking at a very unique topic. In my previous video, I've actually discussed the fact that there's a concept called bias in research. And this concept, this bias, is actually a mortal enemy to research. It makes the result of our research least credible. But now the question is, how can we manage bias in research? That is why today I will be sharing with you on the topic, blinding, a sure antidote against bias in research. My name once again is Felix Ayodele Oyeleye. Now, we have discussed what bias is. How do we manage bias in research? The answer is simple. We apply blinding as a method, or we call it masking. Now, there are different concepts of blinding or masking, but the question is, what is blinding in the first place? Blinding refers to a practice where study participants or the actual researchers are prevented from knowing certain information that may somehow influence their responses or action, even in research. When you have a way of ensuring that the participant is not aware of certain technicality of the research, not necessarily the goal of the research. Of course, before you have a research, the participant must know the goal of the research, the focus of the research, and the fact that the information is given will be confidential. But there are certain information that can compromise the research that you don't have to give the participant, and you can as well blind it even from the main researcher or the observer. Now, there are three types of blinding. Number one is the single blinding. Now, this involves preventing the participant or the subject from being aware of this technical information. The second type of blinding is double blinding. Now, in this case, both the participants and the observers are kept from certain information, while the third type of blinding is the triple blinding. Now, in this case, the entire component, the entire team is kept away from the identity, even in that particular research. Usually, the double blinding is the well-recommended one in research. And of course, in research, it is possible there may not be the need for you to blind your research. But in that case, the integrity of the research is very, very important. I believe you have gained one or two things in this presentation. And the fact that blinding is a very key concept if you want to deal with the problem of bias in research. I hope to see you again in my next presentation, in my next video. Thank you very much for listening.